Hey guys, Jay, welcome back to the channel. So guys, some brand new images of the package design for the Master Universe Origins latest releases have just surfaced, and I gotta tell you, I am absolutely in awe of the wonderful artwork and just the talent that's displayed by the artists who make this happen. Bravo! If you enjoy this type of content, guys, please consider subscribing to the channel. I post up to 2 episodes a week, and I hope you guys enjoy. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys will always know when new episodes are posted. Guys, without further ado, let's have a deep dive into this and take a look at what Canal Dos Rosmineiros showcased for us today, courtesy of Manuel Eduardo Caritas. Let's have a look. Before we get back to the main topic, I did want to give a huge shout out to Scott Begley, who let me know about something interesting that happened today. Scott sent me this message, which basically said, another one on an April Fool's, buddy. What the heck is going on with MOTU? And he sent me this screenshot. So I had to take a look for myself, and yeah, heading over to Entertainment Earth, clicking on the drop zone, if we scroll down from here, guys, we can see multiple new drops that just happened, including the NECA Dungeons & Dragons releases, the Iron Man release that happened earlier today, a Gatchaman release, Geeky Tickies, a few other releases in the line. But then if we move down to the Mattel section, we can see that on April 1st, several releases are happening, including Monster High, Hot Wheels, and this very interesting release on April 1st, Mattel Master Universe action figures. What the heck? Alongside of the Hot Wheels, Pokemon, and construction toys, the Mega brand, what could possibly be dropped on April 1st for Mattel Master Universe action figures? I mean, there's not much left in their first announcement. So does that mean that there's another set of massive drops about to happen on April 1st? Or are all these part of an elaborate April Fool's joke? Kind of interesting. Not too sure that Entertainment Earth is actually into April Fool's jokes, but that's actually something to think about for sure, guys. Let's get on to the rest of the video. Guys, this week, Canal Dos Rosmineiros definitely came through by showcasing a lot of packaging design that was for the new releases of Master Universe Origins, and I can't wait to share this with you guys. This is amazing. Heading over to Canal Dos Rosmineiros on Instagram, scrolling down, we can see some of the new figures that have been showcased from NECA's Dungeons and Dragons line. These guys look great. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a deep dive on these two particular characters that have just been showcased, but today we want to look at some of the great packaging design that was actually released this week. The first of which, of course, is Screech and Skeletor. These come to us via Manuel Eduardo Caritas. Heading over to his site, we can see some of the great packaging design which he's been involved with, and guys, let's take a deep dive into this. Is going to be super exciting. The first of which, of course, is Screech and Skeletor. Holy crap, everybody. This is amazing. If anybody had the Screech and Skeletor 2-pack from back in the day, this is a huge tip of the hat to that original artwork. Here we have Screech and Skeletor. Screech is just so magnificent in terms of the way he looks on the package. Skeletor is there looking just absolutely striking. There's an illustration of a young girl playing with Screech, showing the flapping feature of his wings. Screech looks huge. He's absolutely massive. Very much in the same style as Zor, of course. And we can see here Skeletor peeking out there with that crazy paint deco. Here we have the entire layout of what the box looks like. This is the entire fresco that was actually painted. I believe it is a digital painting. It's not an actual oil painting like they did back in the day. But we can see a lot happening here. I mean, we see Screech there. We see Skeletor. We see Snake Mountain all the way in the background there. A couple of the moons of Eternia on this side, and of course the erupting volcano. Scrolling down, we can see 2 Doom Rats, as well as a huge lava flow in the crack of this crevasse. Some bones on the right hand side, the left hand side, sorry, and of course this tiny little demon here. And yeah, this is just a very desolate and perilous kind of landscape that we find ourselves in. Of course, this is the domain of Skeletor and the Snake Men. Zooming in a little closer, we can actually see that there's a lot of detail here. Of course, this artwork was provided courtesy of Manuel Eduardo Caritas. And yeah, look at those colors. I really am in love with the treatments that's been done here, it does almost look like a painting done with oils, but this is all digital as far as I can tell. There are those highlights on Skeletor's armor and his hood, which is exactly reflected on the final character which is being released in this 2-pack. I do love all the purples and the blues and blacks that Screech has, especially that red beaming eye. He really is a striking character and the complete opposite of what Zor is. And of course the illustration here is just beautifully rendered, and I do love the overall atmosphere, just making it look so desolate, so barren. And of course this is the domain of Skeletor. We can see Snake Mountain in the background there, and very excited that Snake Mountain has finally been announced, and we will be getting them very, very soon, probably, hopefully later this year. This is going to be excellent. I can't wait for this set to be released. I've already put down my pre-order for this particular set, but if you're interested, I do have links in the description below if you still haven't put yours down on Entertainment Earth. Guys, don't wait on this. There is no down payment for the pre-orders, and of course if you use the affiliate code below, it will also help out with free shipping over $59. And let's take a look at the back of the box. There it is, guys, and of course this is the complete opposite of what we saw on Zor's packaging design. And of course there's Skeletor commanding Screech to attack Zor in the landscape of this barren wasteland that is Skeletor's domain. It's just absolutely beautiful. Here we see some of the play features that are also included. Screech himself, the fact that if you press on the lever here, it will flap his wings. The harness that actually attaches to Screech on his head with all of the armaments and missiles. This is going to be amazing. Let's take a look at the next figure in the line. Wow, take a look. It's the Deluxe Snakeface, and this is super exciting for me because the action features have been very, very lacking in this particular line. And today we actually get some proof positive news that action features are coming back into the line, especially with this particular release of Snakeface, because as we can see here on the packaging, the artwork, first of all, it's absolutely brilliant. I love the way this looks. We do have the Snake Men motif at the top with the Snake Men logo. Of course, Master Universe Snake Men. Snakeface, most gruesome of the Snake Men warriors. We see here he's using his stone stare, but if we scroll down, we can see right here on the starburst, it actually says snakes pull out from the body. If we zoom in closer, right here, we can actually see in better detail that these hinges right at the front do have actual notched out portions at the top, and probably these are hinges at the bottom. This is one of the first action features that's been featured on any of these action figures, aside from Snoutspout, who actually did spray water, and Buzzsaw Hordak that actually did shoot out the buzzsaw from his chest. I'm really excited about this particular feature because this, although we get a replaceable head for Snakeface, this feature really does help to enhance this figure in terms of being a deluxe figure, because this adds a lot of play feature to Snakeface, completing his overall design from the original and almost enhancing it to the point that this really does make him a deluxe figure, because other than that, he doesn't have that many accessories to justify that. So I'm really, really excited that he's including this particular feature on the character himself. On the other side of the backing card, we can see more artwork here. We can see Squeeze and King Hiss alongside Snakeface attacking Prince Adam and Extendar. And because of the stone stare, Prince Adam and Extendar have actually been petrified. And if we look carefully in the background, we can see Eternia just standing there. Snakeface's evil enhanced gaze turns his enemies into stone. This is beautiful. If we scroll down here, we can see the swappable head feature to replace his heads with the Snakeface head. Scrolling down further, we can see that the snakes do in fact pull out of his body. This is absolutely amazing. I'm so excited for this new action feature included with Snakeface. This is just something we haven't seen at all with any of the Master Universe Origins figures, which are supposed to have wonderful gimmicks, and I'm really excited to see that that's returning in full force. There he is, everybody. There is Dragon Blaster Skeletor. Oh man, I'm really excited about this because I've had a lot of speculation as to whether or not this would include its action feature, and if we look at the sculpting here, I am almost positive now that this does actually have his spray feature, and that is super exciting to me. Oh my gosh. Much the same way as Snoutspout has his action feature, I was really hoping that this would be possible, and it looks like they've brought that back to fruition. Moving on to the backing card itself, it is again part of the Snakemen line. This of course is Dragon Blaster Skeletor, Evil Leader, and his Dreadful Dragon. And here we have full confirmation, guys. Press Dragon's head to spray the enemies. Yes! Yes! This is proof positive, guys, that this is a fully featured action feature of this set. We can see the chains, we can see the lock, we can see Dragon Blaster Skeletor himself, and the dragon, which is going to retain its action feature. So much fun, guys. This is amazing. The backing card also features another wonderful design here. We can see two dinosaurs, and if we look closely, one of them is actually showcasing his rib cage. Could that possibly be Battle Bones with his skin on? That's going to be a lot of fun. I wonder if they're going to release a Battle Bones with and without skin. I think that would be absolutely incredible. Here we have Dragon Blaster Skeletor. His dragon is just spitting out whatever acid it is, or whatever, you know, what obviously it's supposed to be like a spray, a mist feature, towards the Bashosaurus. Oh my god, that's so amazing. Riding astride the Bashosaurus is of course Power Punch He-Man, Thunder Punch He-Man. This is so much fun. I love these little teases that they're giving us. Possible new vehicles to be coming out in the line. And who do we spy there? Oh my god. It is too bad. It's Badra and Tuvar ready to attack the Bashosaurus. Man, I can't wait until we get this guy in the line. One of my absolute favorite characters. Bar none, he really is great. Obviously, he's been released in the Masterverse as a huge figure, and I love that. I really have to get my hands on him. I've seen it a couple times in store, but honestly, it's just been just a little bit out of my price range, so I'm just waiting for it to go on sale at some point. Here we have the caption that says, Skeletor commands his dragon to spray his enemies with paralyzing venom. That's right, this is amazing, guys. Oh my goodness, so excited for this. Here we can see how the action feature works. The armor snaps together with the dragon backpack, chain to attach the backpack to the front, removing the dragon's head and filling it with water. You can also slip the chain over the padlock to attach the dragon, and of course, turn and press the dragon's head to spray. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm loving the fact that action features have returned to the Master Universe Origins figures. This is just something that's been lacking. I mean, ever since they created the feature where you can remove their arms, remove their legs, remove their heads, figures like Mechanic really have suffered for that in terms of their overall action features. But I understand it. It's a, you know, unified body, easier to make, easier to manufacture. But I'm loving the fact that they're bringing back action features. This is so amazing. I love the little caption here, a little warning, if you will. Water toys sometimes get messy. Protect play surfaces before use. Drain, rinse, clean, and dry all items thoroughly before storing. Makes a lot of sense because there was a lot of issues. Some people were reporting that mildew would actually, form inside of the dragon if you didn't store them properly. The last thing we're going to take a look at today, of course, is, oh wow, Point Dread and the Talon Fighter. Holy crap, everybody. Take a look at this wonderful box design. I can't believe it. This is the first box, though, that is completely encased and covered without a window design. Interesting. But if we actually look back in history, this is not that different from the original Point Dread and Talon Fighter, which also did not have a window package. So guys, this actually is sort of a tip of the hat to the history of Master Universe, and honestly, I gotta say, I'm really on board with that. That's absolutely amazing. We can see here the wonderful color differences between the original style of illustration and painting with this brand new box art, and I gotta tell you, I'm super excited at the way this looks. Man, we can see a lot of things happening with this box. I mean, up here we see two Rotons attacking the Talon Fighter itself. We see Castle Grayskull. We see some actual action features which are included with the Talon Fighter and Point Dread itself, and of course down here we see an entire action sequence happening for the front of the box, just an entire battle scene. And you know what, let's zoom in a little bit. Once again, this artwork comes to us courtesy of Manuel Eduardo Caritas, and I gotta tell you, this is just beyond amazing. I mean, zooming in, we can actually see that it's I believe that is comic book Trapjaw on top of one of the Rotons, accompanied by Faker. They're attacking Zodak and He-Man inside of the Talon Fighter. We can see Castle Grayskull with Point Dread atop of one of the spires. One of the moons of Eternia behind Castle Grayskull itself. It looks amazing. Scrolling further down, we can see the entire battle scene unfolding before us. We see Evelyn using her magic to attack Battlegrounds Teela, who is riding on top of Battlecat with Panther. We can see here that comic book Triplops is actually on top of another Roton, the concept version of Beastman, Mer-Man attacking the concept version of Man-at-Arms. Skeletor is about to charge Zodak, defending Point Dread, while He-Man prepares the Talon Fighter to take off and give air support to the rest of his allies. This is an absolutely amazing fresco. On the other side of the box, we can see that Skeletor has taken to the skies along with He-Man and Teela, taking off directly from Point Dread. And in the background here, giving additional air support, is of course Stratos. This is beautiful. We can see here that there are some play features: blast enemies with the outpost cannon. Now this is a new addition to Point Dread, in which you can remove the perch itself and actually add this new cannon feature. Beautiful stuff. You can also swap the radar dish to spy around the landscape. I love that idea. This adds a lot of play value to the complete play set of Point Dread and the Talon Fighter. There are actually 3 pieces to the overall design now. The Talon Fighter here, Point Dread with its perch, as well as the base with the computer and optional laser cannon which defends the perch itself. Beautiful stuff. This is incredible. Can't wait until we get this into our hands, guys. This is amazing. One of the best things about the Master Universe, guys, is of course the wonderful artwork that is done by amazingly talented artists like Manuel Eduardo Caritas and of course colorist FH. Guys, huge shout out to those guys for this amazing artwork. I can't believe the kind of collaborations that are being done on Mattel, and of course the wonderful designs which really tug at the heartstrings of all Master Universe fans. These guys are so talented. I can't stress enough how incredible their artwork is, and I really am so happy I'm able to collect this artwork one piece at a time, because this is absolutely amazing. Guys, I gotta tell you, I really respect the artwork that's being made by the wonderful team over at Mattel. One of the main reasons why I'm collecting all of this wonderful packaging design and artwork from the Master Universe Origins is because of the artistry displayed on each of the backing cards. As many of you might already know, some of the greatest artwork that's ever been seen in toys came from Master Universe. Castle Grayskull, as well as Snake Mountain, the Bashosaurus, Point Dread, some of the wonderful illustrations on all of the backing cards themselves. And I'm so glad that Mattel has decided to bring that tradition back to Master Universe all the way into 2023. It's absolutely amazing. Huge shout out to Canal Dos Rosmineiros for showcasing this on their channel, letting us know, and of course courtesy of Manuel Eduardo Caritas. What amazing artwork. And of course the colors by FH, just absolutely amazing. What a wonderful team of artists that they have over at Mattel. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, what were your thoughts about this wonderful artwork and backing cards. Of course, the first real look at some of the action features and the fact that we're getting these wonderful action features returning to these deluxe figures. I can't wait until we add these two to our collections. It first started, of course, with Snoutspout, and arguably Randor still has an action feature of his very own, and I'm really happy that they're adding these to their deluxe figures, because they are justifications to pay that little bit more because they're deluxe, and I really do appreciate it. But guys, let me know in the comment section below, do these action features make it worthwhile for the extra price for these deluxe figures? Are you excited about the artwork that's being showcased here by the team over at Mattel? Or action features are still not up to snuff in terms of what you remember being a fan of the original Master Universe, and the fact that every single character that was released was pretty much its own action feature rich character, and that these deluxe figures having that additional price for action features is a little bit disingenuous. Please leave those comments in the comment section below, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please do leave me a like. It really does help me out. And if you're in the position to help out the channel, please consider checking out my Patreon page. It's MegaJRetro on Patreon. Guys, the patrons of this channel help me make wonderful episodes every single week, and I couldn't do it without them. They are the best. Guys, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're all doing well, guys, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Good journey, everybody. Geek proud. I want to give a huge shout out to all my Patreon and channel member supporters. Thank you so much, everybody. It's thanks to your support that this channel continues to grow, and I really could not have done this without you. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for your support, guys. It really means a lot and really helps the channel to keep growing.